Yeah, I think this is, it gets challenging when people have preconceived notions and they're convinced that they're right and they already understand something. I think one of the best ways to do that is to, two things, show examples and show data. So aggregate data, like what you saw Rob Bucci presenting about featured snippets and the prevalence of them, showing things like here are a large quantity of searches and here are the pages that rank for them, and as you can see, here's the lack of or the degree to which keywords made a difference in ranking, and that has gone dramatically down. Keywords, it's not that keywords don't matter anymore, but they're table stakes, right? They will not help you be competitive. They won't help you rank higher. They'll only help you rank at all. And so explaining that to folks, showing them the data, and then showing lots of examples, as in, here are your competitors outranking you because they did things that you are unwilling or unable to do. That helps a lot too. And for some companies and for some teams, competitive data is the way to go, right? Because that is what gets them angry enough, right, and jealous enough to make a change.
All right. And also another concept that we are working a lot with our customers, or we are starting to work more with, is the conversion optimization. Right? So CRO. So
like what Talia was talking about,
Yeah. So what kind of role do you think, or would you say CRO has when it comes to the SEO results?
Yeah, I mean, so the interesting part is they play very well together. If you are attracting search traffic that is high conversion likelihood intent, with the caveat that what you view as a conversion and what the searcher views as a conversion may be two different things. So the searcher has a task they want to accomplish, and that could be uncovering information, finding the solution to a problem, signing up to get more information about it, or actually buying something right then and there. If, however, the only thing you try and do on your website is sell people things, you're going to have a really tough time. But if you can align those where you say, hey, this is an informational query, I'm going to do a great job providing information. That's my conversion. And the optimization that I'm providing is to try and get more engagement, more trust, more people coming back to the site, more people knowing and liking my brand. Great. Now you have a meeting of the minds. Now you have a real match. Now you're optimizing for the conversion that the searcher is seeking. That will also give you great rankings, because Google, as you could see from Rob's talk earlier, Google is absolutely seeking to show results that answer the searcher's query, that let them accomplish their task, not just that, have good keyword optimization and lots of links and anchor text. And that was SEO 10 years ago. SEO today is, I have these great ranking signals, but I also do a phenomenal job of delivering the searcher to the task they want to accomplish.
All right. Great. Ska jag säga spørsmål, eller vill du stämma in, eller?
Well, we are kind of very curious about knowing about your thoughts about 2017 in terms of SEO. A very common question, I guess, but what are your thoughts about 2017?
Well, it's still early. I usually try and save my predictions for January, which I suppose is cheating. But I think we're seeing this huge rise in machine learning and deep learning from Google. I think that's going to influence and impact the results more strongly in 2017 even than it has in the year past. I suspect we are also going to see more and more tests from Google in terms of types of results and changing up the structure of results, the visuals that appear, the SERP features that appear, and those tests, that we already see these types of tests popping into the results now with all sorts of different weird SERP testing features and pulling things out, adding things in. And I think in 2017, a lot of that will shake out, and then Google will decide, okay, this is what the new normal is for how the results look and feel. We've seen this convergence of desktop and mobile. I sort of think, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, but I sort of think that Google may go this divergent route again. I've started to see Google testing the separate column on the right-hand side again, and testing a little bit of different layout for mobile versus desktop. I think they're realizing mobile first is okay, but mobile only might not result in the best searcher experience on desktop. And desktop is still almost half of all search results, so why should we give them a crappier experience just because they have a fast machine and a big screen? It's sort of the inverse of the way it used to be.
Do you think it's going to be the year when we're going to abandon the term SEO? Do you think it ever will be abandoned? When are we going to talk about searcher optimization, or
search experience optimization?
I mean, I heard that in 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I don't see it happening.
No? And you don't think SEO is inaccurate description?
It is an inaccurate description, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's become the brand.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what it is. At this point, trying to change it is like trying to change the name of a tree.
Yeah.
Because you're like, no, that's a bad name for a tree. It should be called wood statue. It's really, really tough. It's like trying to get people to believe that tomatoes are a fruit, not a vegetable. Yeah. It's like, no, I'm sorry. It's been a vegetable my whole life. That's just the way it is. So I think SEO is here to stay.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even, to a certain extent, it doesn't even have to refer to the acronym search engine optimization. It's almost become separated from that, right? It just means getting more traffic from search engines without paying.
Yeah. We work with new businesses. They have a lot of money, and they have created a new website, and they are competing in a very competitive market, like let's say banks, loans, those kind of things, and they have a new site, not hardly any links. Where would you start? Where do you focus on? Just doing the basics like everyone else is doing, or would you try to do something totally new, or to rank in a very competitive market?
So generally speaking, I would go in order of the value I perceive, like the amount that it will help me, and the ease of getting it.
Yep.
Right? So I would go do my broad research where I look at, hey, here's all the links my competitors have.
Yep.
Here's links that people who are not my competitors but still write about my content space have. Yeah. Here's link opportunities based on all sorts of orthogonal alignments, my geography, my causes, my design, right, all those kinds of things, my accessibility, and I would create this giant list of here's my opportunities, and then I would try and sort them by, right, I'd have columns that say how easy or difficult do I think this is, what do I have to do to get it, do I have a link from this domain already, how powerful is this domain, or how much would I expect this to help my site rank, and then I would sort by easy to get, high value.
Right.
Boom, that's where I go.
So when you've done all of the simple things, you can level up and start by the next step.
Right. Now I go to now I've done the easy ones. Yeah. Time to do like slightly more difficult. Okay, now it's time for the really hard stuff. Yeah. And you'll get a sense of how much each of those propels your rankings, how much each of those helps you, so that over time you kind of know, all right, if I want to target a new set of keywords, or get some new content that gets some rankings, here's what I'm going to have to go through in order to get that.
Yeah.